Oh, the graphics of this have actually held up better than I remember. Either that or it's this TV.
Maybe both.
It's probably a little bit of both.
Bit of both? Well.
We're apparently not doing too well in terms of our health.
Well,
who knows? We should have done load first because it could have told us when this was saved because this is probably like 5 years old.
Hi, fellas. Can you tell me?
Could you tell me what the heck I've been in the middle of? His name's Armitage.
Oh, he tried to walk towards me. Are we just going to start it cold?
I think we already did. I'm starting it. Oh, he's twitching. Okay, so we were in the middle of this mission, apparently. Android's dead.
Oh, this is the guy that I really boosted my people skills with. So
did you?
We
don't even know what this guy's name is. We gave him a name. Is this the?
I've played a couple of these, so I'm not sure.
Is this the adopted sheriff?
I don't. It would have been probably because that's the same guy that I boosted my people skills with massively. I'm gonna try.
Who remembers? Well, this was not as... I was thinking we might be like in the middle of the wasteland getting eaten by mutants or something. That would have been a more dynamic beginning. I remember this mission, but I think I'm remembering it from my own. 50 caps, buddy. That's like barely lunch. Oh, okay. Lots of XP, though. That's cool.
Well, like I said, I have a...
Oh, and we leveled up, no less. Well, never mind. This was a good start.
So
that's not a bad start, that.
Yeah, see, this is the guy that I had speech. Look at my speech.
How the heck?
I had it so high every single time.
How far are we in this game? Because we never finished this.
You say we. This is me.
Is this your personal? So you've been playing it without me.
You told me to.
Did I? We started playing this together.
No, you gave me... I remember you buying me this, and then you were like, yeah, this is going to be one you're going to have to play on your own. I was like, okay.
And then you never did. Like, we played it... Well, then that was recent then.
I mean, I've played... Yeah, I beat it all the way through once, and then I went back...
You never even told me this. You've been cheating. But is this the same character? Or is this a whole new character? Sure this Do I even know this person?
This is the one that we built together. This save.
So you didn't even bother to make it another one that you finished without me. How did you even play? And how did you even end it? I didn't even know you finished this.
So apparently I have my explosives fairly high.
You're still not as high of speech as dear old. Oh no! What was his name?
You can't even remember, apparently.
Oh, what was his name? Well, neither does my Xbox remember him. He was wiped from existence. It wasn't... Oh, goodness. Well, you could.
Is it like...
his name was not...
It wasn't the cap?
Yes, but it wasn't Solomon. That was the other character we created.
Because I feel like I'm doing fairly well with it all. I can handle some more sneak.
He had I had a character who it was in Fallout New Vegas. I loved his name. It was like a super Irish name. I don't know why I went with it, but I gave him... It was a massively Irish name, and I forget it.
Melee weapons.
But I gave him... He literally... I think I wasn't all the way up to 100. I think I had 95. But it was literally... The game was broken. Like, you'd have bandits come up to you and be like, stick them up. And I'd be like, probably a bad idea. And they'd be like, see you later. It was literally so broken. Because I had the highest...
Well, that's essentially what I've done with him. Except that... Like, there was remember that lady that you go to in the side of the wastelands where she's kind of in that weird, like, alcove cave deal? And,
there's lots of people like that.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like the weird old lady that you did the
violin
side quest and...
To get the violin?
I had, like, smooth talked her something fierce.
So you didn't...
She wanted to jump my bones really bad.
She's the old lady. Okay, are we talking about the same old lady? Because if so, that's creepy. Is it the old lady that you do the quest to get the violin?
I'm fairly confident.
It's weird. You're doing creepy things with old ladies.
So, I remember because Danica actually played this and beat it too. So, Remember when Danica played it, she decided to go big guns basically all the way.
Big guns aren't even great. That's like rocket launcher and like...
Yeah, but she actually used the Fat Boy the whole time.
Yeah, but that's... Fat Man? But that's
Whatever
the
it
most...
is.
That you can't... How many times did she kill herself?
Because
I assure you, Fat Man is like not a reliable friend.
I feel like 90 is fairly good. I just upped my science to 30.
Apparently this isn't my character. I don't even know what's going on.
Wow, you are bitter.
It's got a story I'll never know. Now he's just somebody that I used to play.
Well, now you can know him again because we're playing from a new save. All right, we're gonna go with
Learning
that.
to love again.
Daddy's Boy.
Oh,
I
perks
don't know
too.
if I wanna do
I wish
that.
I could remember the name of my Irish charismatic guy because he was maxed out. I never beat the game, sadly, because it got corrupted and he disappeared. Because I know
with a Swift Learner perk, you get an additional 10.
if you're level 10, you probably that diminishes because there's less of the experience to gain. I'd go with something funny.
I don't remember what I did. Take the Scoundrel perk. You can use your wild D-Charm to inflict people.
Well, you've already got something like that.
Raise your speech and barter skills by 5 points.
That'll give you those 5 points you put somewhere else. Because in New Vegas, I know that there is a 100-point skill check, and it's at the very end, if just to talk your way out of the big bad final confrontation. And I believe
dog meat.
Oh, you have him. So I believe that's the 100. But there is the mission where you are dealing with who's the thugs in that game, New Vegas, the cons.
It's those thugs with
where you can talk to their chief and get them on your side without having to do any of their missions by just sweet talking them. And I think it's a 95 speech check, and I had that exactly. So it's like I basically walked in, was like, "Hey, you guys should side with me," and they were like, "You seem cool." I mean, it was more than that. You had to pass several, but I knew that I had 95. Right. I was like, I'm gonna make it to the end of this. I did kind of like that in this, where it was a percentage, not a set stat.
Right.
Because like, you could sometimes get someone on a 15%, like if you might only have a 15% chance, but that's a percent chance. Whereas in New Vegas, it's like, no, it's a 15 check, and if you don't have more than 15, it's guaranteed not to happen.
Where are we at here?
I mean, I guess that makes more sense, but there was always the fun gamble aspect of it.
I don't remember any of these controls.
You're in the middle of a quest, it says. What do you got to do? Quests. In the middle. On the data, and then quests. Even I don't know the controls anymore. Picture of the Lincoln Memorial.
Make sure the Lincoln.
That's going to be a tough one. We should do that. Oh, you haven't done the math. This is her. This is the lady with the violin. So you haven't finished this one yet.
Recover the soul saturation voltage.
This clearly isn't the one.
I feel like this would be fun.
This isn't the one you finished with, clearly, because you're only level 10. So this.
No.
So you did beat the game with another character. I don't feel quite as betrayed then. Vault 112.
Wasteland, help.
You haven't. Okay. Never.
What is
so
this one again? Oh, this is the dumb.
This is the chick from Megaton. So this, I think, is the character we did together, and I think this is why it's lower level.
Left him behind.
So you must have finished it with another character. So I feel less robbed. I get to see my child grow up.
Might as well do Agatha's song. Let's do that.
Yeah, all right, fine. We're not close to that, so we're gonna end up probably spending the whole hour just traveling. But that's what we did in the Skyrim video too.
Should we fast travel?
No, that's cheap. It's cheating.
You say that, but
no, it's cheating.
If
in a game like Skyrim, when there's the option of
normally would
you can
agree
pretend
with you.
to get in a cart and fast travel, that at least feels real. You're just gonna
normally
walk into
would-
some random chick's room.
I normally would agree with you. However, in this case,
We're trying to get out of here, right?
I know. How do we get out of here?
It's follow the blinking thingy.
Following the lead. I normally would agree with you. However, we're recording right now.
Yeah, well, it didn't stop us with Skyrim.
Well, did that serve us well though?
Well, we talked about
We're
some
here
random crap.
today, not playing Deus Ex. You want to tell them why?
Because variety is the spice of life. It's primarily because we wanted to... Oh, hey, it's them again. You're going down. I think you want to go up to the top level to get out of here.
Is that a fact?
Well, generally going to the bottom of the ship is not how you get out.
That's probably true.
Well, I mean, I suppose in a ship like this, there may actually be a way out in the bottom because we are beached, but... I think this is the top. Bridge.
They've taken the bridge.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we had a fun midweek type extravaganza, and part of the reason for that is we're cultural again, and by that I mean something. It's probably not as fancy as it sounds, but we have fresh reactions like that. What do you think of that reaction? He looks like he just cacked himself.
I need you to change my diapers.
Where will you be when the Holocaust comes? You'll be cacking yourself like me. That's not how you hold a bowling ball, sir. It's like, is this like, shot put? You just... He's been kicked out of a bunch...
Actually, he's thinking, I wonder how heavy I need this bowling ball to be in order to do some serious damage.
To his wife? That's a horrible thought. I think we went too high. Now we're up on the tower. Ooh. How do we get down? We got to get out there.
Just jump.
Well, you could do that.
I love it when you say it.
I love it when you do that. A lot of great wastelanders splat their head.
Buster Teeth still works.
Yeah, but I think would be the least of your worries. You jumped off of that. Anyways, we're reacting to recent culture because I don't even want to give them the credit, but apparently I have to now.
You don't have to because
Ewan McGregor Star Wars produced. Ewan McGregor gave us something. He's producing this little-known show on his own with some people.
Little help from.
Well, little help is right. There we go. We're on the surface.
The bottom line is, we were reacting to. Okay, what?
You walk a little funny.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. You walk like you got lead in your pants.
Maybe I do have lead in my pants.
Well, we actually do. Probably check your ammo count. We probably got thousands.
That is probably what it is.
That was the one thing that they had to do, even in New Vegas, when they tried to give you the option for the super realism mode. They made ammo not weigh anything. Because if they did, they knew that it would not be possible. Because you'd be carrying around tons worth of ammo. I think they maybe did something they made it 0.1.
What do I need to drop? I can't rember.
Do you need to drop anything? What's your weight? Your weight? Oh no, you're not overweight.
So I just walk like a freaking.
Yeah.
I'm not even squatting.
That was typical for this era. I'd like if you could change the camera too. I think it's one of the thumbsticks. In or out. Yeah, now walk. See what you look like when you walk. You're the amazing man who can run at diagonals.
Apparently, I'm just sliding around like some
zip zop, zip zop.
Zip zop, zip
okay,
zip,
zop. Now make it go away because this is infuriating. Yeah, this was not the game in which walking was normal. Hang on, that's stairs. I think that'll take you down. There you go. That's how we get out of here.
I put this away again.
I don't know. You got it out.
I don't remember.
It's been a long time for me.
I can put it away when my watch is away. How do I put it away?
How did you get it out? I think it's hold.
Get it out of him!
I think it's hold a button. Hold whatever button you press to take it out. Is it X? I think it's hold X or hold B. Aha! See? I'm not even holding the controller and I got the muscle memory. Oh, you can't get to the bridge. Just jump off the thing. There's water underneath you. Because I think, yeah.
Just boing.
Ewan McGregor produced a thing. I didn't realize he was part of he actually has a producer credit now, which is kind of cool.
That's neat. And that may actually help save some
I don't think that gives him much creative control. I mean, we all know Mark Hamill couldn't save whatever they did to Episode 8, so I don't think he's going to have much in the way of say, but, who knows. But yeah,
I have a
Obi-Wan.
feeling I already.
First 2 episodes dropped, and I am pleasantly surprised. Curious, I guess, I would say. But just jump into the water. We can get out of the water.
Do I want to do that?
You're fine.
Not really.
It's water. Water, it's like Minecraft. You could fall from any height as long as it's in water. Because that's physics. Never mind the fact that in real life it doesn't matter how deep the water is, you're going to die.
Exactly. It's not about how you hit in the bottom, it's about the fact that the water becomes cement.
You want to probably increase your health. We're still on the low side of it.
Do I think I have actually?
Well, I should certainly hope so. But yeah, raw reaction, which meant, because we got a backlog in Deus Ex, so we couldn't.
I need aid.
If we.
What is it? My
Yeah, no, that's
my
what he says.
stats are very low.
What?
Oh, come on!
You went from a reference to then you just went. He never said anything like that.
My. It's like something about my.
Juices?
No, what does she say?
I don't know. You're talking about your elf chick? I never paid attention to what she said. I let the other guy heal her. But yeah, that's if we figured if we kept it with Deus Ex, we wouldn't be able to publish until it was out, and there's like a backlog. So for freshest reactions, woo.
Okay.
What did you become addicted? Why were you taking drugs?
I took Med-X.
That doesn't even cure you of that prevents further injury. You didn't even heal yourself. Just take a bunch of whiskey too. That's a great combination.
just
down a bunch of scotch.
Down a bunch of scotch
And whiskey and I don't know. Take some Mentats while you're at it. Let's just hop ourselves up. I don't know. Now we've become addicted, and that's a nuisance because that means you're gonna have.
It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, it means you're gonna have weird withdrawal side effects.
Later, yeah. Or
Yeah,
you could go
probably within the hour we have.
No,
The 45 minutes left.
not.
Who's them?
Hey, fellas.
They don't seem friendly. See? Sweet talk 'em. Sweet talk 'em. I don't think they give you the option. Why is his skin turning green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think you could just break in here, steal from us, and walk away?
Oh, doesn't look like he's gonna give me the option.
Yeah, I think random encounters like this don't. If it was plot relevant, I think that maybe we can. I doubt it though. Just strip.
Are we?
Oh, I wouldn't use that gun. You still didn't heal yourself. You just took a bunch of drugs.
I did.
You took
I drank
Med-X.
water and Nuka-Cola. That's all I had.
Neither of those are healing.
Yes,
really.
water is.
Barely. It's like gives you 5 points or something.
What else did I have? Nothing.
Did you seriously not have anything?
No.
Well, then. Oh, I think it was the dog. The dog was catching on us. I do not remember buttons.
Yeah, not so easy, is it? How do I figure out what Bats is? That's the thing that's throwing
Jet
me.
buff out. Well, this gives us some health. This also is something we
Buff
can get
out
addicted.
does not.
Yeah, HP. It is also something you can get addicted to. So that's Nuka-Cola doesn't do a whole lot. It does a little. So we ain't got
Jack
nothing.
Diddley.
Well, how on earth?
I'm apparently a boozer.
Well, evidently. And a meth head. I'll take buff out because it's all we got.
Boozer.
But note critically, I only took one, so I'm not addicted. Because that's how that works.
I can take multiple
You had to have.
Med-X's.
You had to have. That's how you get addicted. If you take a
Well,
bunch.
I'm saying in this particular time frame.
Well, you have a bunch of Med-X's, so you sure you didn't just slam them?
Then I'll slam on a mainline Med-X.
What is this? Is this a corpse? Oh, it's a thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ouch. So anyways.
You need a motorcycle handbrake?
We haven't even said anything.
So, what are your thoughts?
I said pleasantly surprised, and that's what I'm sticking with for the moment. I was skeptical because it's Disney, but I had some hope because it was Ewan McGregor. And then it's genuinely, like, I was a bit surprised by the opening. Are we going to spoil? I guess we might as well.
Yeah.
They're already out. Other people are already spoiling stuff, and we're not going to be able to talk about it if we don't. I know there those guys over there, so I'm gonna. Can I also? What other guns do I have? Because this is not a gun I want to use. Assault rifle. That's probably better, but I got no ammo.
Chinese assault rifle. I probably have
Chinese.
some ammo.
I also have no ammo. Shotgun shells with no ammo. What on earth were we doing? Why are we so crap? Hunting rifle with 32s. What does this do? 14 damage? 17 damage. I guess this is the best thing I got. Oh! Hey!
This is the Nux
It's
guy.
these Nux! This is him. Silence pistol does nothing. Ooh, hey, Magnum does a decent chunk, but we don't have much ammo.
Yeah, but it's slow, if I remember right.
But if he's as clever. I mean, since I know these guys. Ooh, well, okay, that makes a difference. Because I know these guys are going to...
Scoped?
Yeah, because, well, I already... Now that I know these guys are going to come after us. Oh, wow. That is some drift. Hang on. Really?
That was a terrible shot!
No. Oh, that one went straight into his noggin. Why am I wobbling so much? All right. Come on, buddy. All right, I'm going to VATS it. Okay, so it's bump. I thought it was.
On the right?
Why does this kid look like Sid?
He's even wearing the shirt.
This is for Combat Carl. Why are we wearing a suit? Oh!
We're wearing a suit because I made all my characters look good while they were
Well,
fighting
yes, but we also have no
in the
protection.
wasteland.
Aid. We need aid. 12 points, 20 points. None of this is enough.
I am sorely hurt.
Oh, I'm hurt. I am very much hurt. Whee! Your face. I got one shot. Better make it count. Oh, I made it count like Dirty Harry. I also want... no. Bad time to read... Oh, I was trying to steal his shotgun shells. That would have helped me. The suit, I don't think, is doing us any favors.
Sure it is. The suit always does a man a favor.
Unless he's getting shot at. Which is...
Tell that to the mob.
I think they're probably wearing things under the suits if they knew they're going to get shot at.
Maybe he is too. You don't know.
Except that we are, because we can check our inventory. It just says suit.
So what do we have again?
Not much. We have very little of anything, which is why I'm a little surprised we made it this far.
Purified water.
So buff out.
Nuka-Cola and
Nuka-Cola does, and buff out, and those are the only things that really make a big difference in terms of health.
Should I take Jet
Before we go into the battle? Don't take stuff that doesn't help us. We're at least, 2-3 quarters or something. But anyways, we still haven't said anything. You say it. I said something.
I would say my opinion, even to this moment, is apprehensive.
Well, because it's only the first 2 episodes.
And I will say that I suppose Disney has screwed actors before.
Yeah, I mean, they screwed Mark Hamill famously.
Exactly. You go, even great actors, famously, like, unsullied, will be sullied by the
mouse. The House of Mouse.
Feces that is...
The House of Mouse always wins.
Yeah.
The mouse always wins.
The House of...
I'm sure I'm not the first person to make that joke, but I'm sticking with it. Yeah, I don't know. I was hopeful because I heard there's been a lot of talk about how Hayden Christensen's going to be more of a role than had been previously thought. So I was encouraged by that, but of course the first 2 episodes don't show that.
What are your thoughts about that? Let's talk prequels real quick.
Well, we've already talked prequels. They're better than...
Have we, though?
Yeah.
But,
whoa, what did we...
It's buff out.
Don't know my own strength. Well, I guess maybe that is what that does. I'd take your pot shots. Get the hunting rifle out. I didn't try that. That'll probably get us some better... we'll probably be able to at least take some decent shots with that, because the revolver was all over the place.
I can't remember, is it?
I don't think we have it. Well, you don't have the gun out. I don't think the hunting rifle has a scope. I think you're just going to have to iron sights. Oh, right. This is the game that doesn't have iron sights. I forgot. I'm still thinking of Fallout New Vegas, where you can actually look down the barrel of the gun. Whereas all this does is just mildly...
Oh, what?
I knew that was going to happen just because this is that era of game. It's janky polygons. At least they did
janky polygons.
At least they did you the courtesy of not reacting. Or no, I would have thought you got him. This was also the game in which aim was just jank anyways, but I think you're going to hit the roof of the car. Or the tree. Yeah. Well, maybe I was wrong. Maybe the revolver's the way to go. Well, okay.
Are you just seriously gonna...
Oh, they're going to eat these bullets and say, yum, yum, thanks. Well, I'd get up.
I hit the bomb quite a few times.
Oh, that's not Sid. That's the other guy. Well, let's see what happens to his head. Oh, he's got a titanium plate. I think his friend killed him. He got killed by his friend, not by you.
What did you use?
I used the revolver, but it didn't help me. I'd use
Time to use a fat man.
This is a great way to kill both you and them. Probably you only, in fact, given our luck.
Well,
you'll fire it directly into the air and it'll land on you and no one else.
See how the knucks go.
Well, I mean,
I don't think that's not gonna work.
Well, you never know. You give it a shot. It didn't help me much. Well, it helps when you aim for center mass. Oh boy. Let's see.
Okay, it didn't count.
Why would we do this encounter? We could probably just skip by them.
That's probably true.
But,
anyway,
but then are we quitters?
I'm curious how you feel about Hayden Christensen because
I've always
as he
liked
comes
him.
back, for some it's probably a selling point.
It's
for
actually
others,
red. Well,
maybe not.
for those are the people who probably like the Disney swill. Is that what you feed pigs? Swill? Isn't it called pig swill or something like that? Pig swill, isn't it?
Swill. Yeah,
that's basically all it is. The other Disney films, I mean. And there's people who like them, and they're the people who think the prequels were, a disgrace. Which, I mean, I guess it's a tough balance because you don't want to be the kind of hater that hated on what you liked as a kid because it's different, but that's not the reason. But then people thought the prequels were crappy.
I think it was an objective that's gone down. Because here's the thing, Disney
claiming objectivity is a great way.
Is a dangerous game.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because
I
can say that. Maybe not you. I can say that.
Because I can be objective.
Only because I don't know that I had quite as much attachment to. I think that's the.
These are the next. Our quick select choices are bizarre. Okay, so you mean to tell me we had the Dirty Harry this whole time and we didn't even put it on the quick select? What's wrong with us? Sniper rifle. Oh, we do actually have bullets. Only 3 though. There's only 3 of them. Why are we so wobbly with guns? We need to upgrade our gun scores because this is absurd. Just look at that. All right. Hold it. Don't move it.
Can't you hold down the stick?
Oh, okay. Now that I got him.
Can't you hold down the thumbstick in order to
I
get it
should have
to
healed myself. I forgot I didn't heal
second?
myself. No, I don't think
What game
so.
is it that I'm thinking of? Is that
a lot of games do that.
Is that BioShock
I don't think these
Infinite?
give you any help. I am drinking loads of soda. Oi, mate. Oi, mate. Oi,
You're going to have to use the jet.
Oi, come around the corner, mate. Hang on. No, wait a minute. Do you feel lucky? I don't. Oh, maybe I am lucky. Give him the next one. Yay. I need your ammo by a lot.
Deliciously did what?
I'm still getting shot. You don't have... Well, that'll help.
He's got a Salisbury steak just tucked
Why does
away.
he have a police baton?
Here's a question. Where's he keeping that?
In his
drawers. In his pocket?
I
got some loose
I got some nasty meat in my pocket. None of this is going to help me. Other than the Salisbury steak.
Just jet it up.
That doesn't help. What do you expect? AP.
You.
It doesn't do anything. I don't need AP. I need HP. I need health, not whatever that does. I could maybe try to... Here you go. Well, Hey, pal, come around this corner. Here, there's a pancake. Go, it's tasty. Go and have that. Yoo-hoo. No.
Woohoo.
Come around the corner. Big splatter blowout. He can still hit me. My head's still poking out. Buddy, come around the corner.
You are completely exposed.
Come around the corner and stop shooting at me, please. It didn't go off. Why wouldn't it go off? Okay, I think we might have to just bypass this. Why are we so crap? Anyway, so it's only the 2 episodes. I'll say the first, I was surprised because it literally is the most, it's the most acknowledgement Disney's ever made that the prequels happened, even.
That's true.
Like, there's actually, the first episode has, at the beginning of it, is just like a whole big montage reel. Like a bunch of the major moments, and it's like, oh, okay, this is literally the first they've even, like, accepted them. They've even acknowledged their existence, much less actually, like, gave them screen time. So, I was impressed by that, and it has some pretty powerful moments as a result. The first episode drew me in more. The second episode sort of took me back out a little, but not all the way, so I don't know. You were asking me a question. You wanted my thoughts.
Yeah,
on something.
Well, just the whole Hayden Christensen thing.
Well, yeah, I think he did better than people give him credit. But then again, I would say that about all of the films, is that they're better than people give them credit.
That's true.
I don't feel like
I ever had a specific problem with his acting. I don't know why everybody acted like, oh, he's so terrible.
Because I think a lot of people mostly had a problem with his writing. Is that...
Yeah, but he wasn't even that terrible. The only thing that was terrible...
he's a bit stilted, but that kind of makes sense as a character. You go like, he would be a kind of screwed up person.
He would be. Second of all, I'm going to argue something that may be unpopular. He was playing across Natalie Portman.
No, that is unpopular, because Natalie Portman, you've seen V for Vendetta, she can act.
Well, that's a fair...
I think they both had the trouble of the fact that they were early in their careers, because like Natalie, when I first saw V for Vendetta, I was like, oh, okay. Natalie Portman can act, not just she's better than I thought, but like, this is incredible.
Can I just go behind this whole situation?
I don't think you can go behind them. You might have to swim out into the lake and swim around them.
I can swim around.
Well, you might.
Can you really? Oh.
Ooh, that's concerning.
On a rock.
Are we still recording? Yeah, we are. Are we here for recording reason? I think we are. This isn't sneaking around. Oh. There they are. You're literally sneaking up on them. I just huck grenades or something.
Do I have?
Yeah, you got.
Do I have anything better than a business coat?
No.
Why do I? What?
I asked you this. You said you thought it was clever. So now you get to die clever. So yeah, I think he does better. I'm curious because the interesting thing is he does better with the more dark. Dark is such a generic word.
Is that
what? Well, you hurt one of them. I don't think you killed any of them. Though.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to keep going. One wasn't gonna do it.
Let's see.
What?
I mean, that's probably still my best bet.
Maybe.
Do you want just me to mob them with these nuts?
Well, might as well try since we're spoiled for choice here. He's not even looking at you. Why are we looking at the cinematic view?
I didn't mean to.
Okay, well, you keep doing it, so I think you do. Don't use VATS when you're using your fist. That doesn't help.
Sure it does.
I don't think it will. Okay, well, that was a force punch from 10 feet. I guess that counts as something.
Okay.
I'm going to just try and swim around them.
I can swim around. So, my thought...
I think he does better. This is what I was saying. I think he actually does better, because most people would agree that Revenge of the Sith is the best of the prequels. And I think part of the reason is that he's actually able to be suitably... Again, dark I don't like just because it's so vague, but I mean troubled. Because, I mean, in Episode 2, he's too angsty because he's still technically like a teen child. So it doesn't sell as well. It just feels like teen angst.
Yeah.
Whereas I think he does a good job in Revenge of the Sith of being actually, sympathetically troubled, where you're like, this is kind of a sucky situation that he's in. And you understand why he does what he does, sort of. So now that they're full on, basically it's just that times, a million now, where he gets to be whatever he's going to be. I was admittedly thrown off by the choice of making it so late after the events of the prequels. Because it's set. This I don't think counts as a spoiler because it's set 10 years after Revenge of the Sith and 10 years before A New Hope. Basically, it's right in between the two, and I felt like that was a long time. Because I would have thought that by now Vader was mostly Vader-fied. I would have felt
meaning as far as the suit itself.
No, I mean just as a person. Like I would feel like. I feel like the most interesting part of Vader's life as Vader would have been the time immediately following. Someone else is shooting at me now. Bigger things, worse things are shooting at me now. I'm just gonna run. I feel like the time immediately after Episode 3 is the most interesting portion of his life, where you're going, he's like freshly scarred and mutilated, or whatever you want to say, and that would just be a super.
It almost
tumultuous.
It seems like they're gonna kind of play.
Well, that's what they are, but I'm like, 10 years. Is he still sort of grappling with this? 10 years later, you'd think he'd sort of have.
If he's obsessed with finding Obi-Wan, that was plays, I suppose, to still him being in the, so 10 years passed. That means he's what?
30 something.
So then, another 10 years before New Hope, it makes sense that in his 40s he finally kind of goes, okay, I got to calm down and just be. 40s
is a little I mean, the argument could be made that he was never well adjusted, even in the original trilogy. That's the whole point of why he's. I mean,
so that scene, that quintessential scene with Luke when he initially gets him to kind of realize his humanity in the hall, when he's like, even Obi-Wan once thought of you too, and then he kind of pauses. There's clearly. What? Remember when he's like.
I don't think that line. The way you said that was not a line I'm familiar with.
Well, I could say it like him if you really want me to.
Well, it's not like him. I'm saying those were not words. I think anyone.
It's the. When he's. I see you constructed a new lightsaber.
So that's revenge. That's
whatever,
that's
and then he.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah. That's the last one.
Is it?
Yes.
So
this thing
the whole
is gross and
concept
creepy, and I don't like it. It flings poo at me.
Does it fling poo?
Well, it spits, but it looks like poo. I hate these things. They're mega gross.
What is it?
I don't know, actually. I mean, there's this...
Does it ever explain that at all?
I think they're supposed to be, like, hideously irradiated people, because they hang out with the super mutants. But they're, like, way mega gross. We need health! Why are we such a starving child?
It's the sister... town to megaton, mega gross.
Whoa! I'm getting shot at everywhere. How are we level 10 when we're getting obliterated?
Because of our speech.
Jerry Seinfeld's in the room.
That would be getting obliterated.
Who are these mutants?
I think, did we already deal with the prostitute in this one, or whatever the weird...
The prostitute? You mean the Russian guy?
Yeah, the
probably,
weird dude,
but then again, I don't know. Did you almost remember his name?
Not specifically.
You almost said his name, and I was going to be kind of surprised.
No, what was his name?
I think his name's Dukov or something like that. Bubblegum. Anything I can inject into myself, I can huff paint. Insta-mash.
Paint.
I don't care about my karma. I'm dying. Beer. Does beer give me health? I doubt it. Alright, so I got some mashed taters. Gives me 12 points of health. That's it. Hey, I'm hitting though.
Purified water still.
Do I? Oh, I thought I drank everything I had. Oh, there you go. What were you saying?
Just my point is,
I know that
he's clearly conflicted even in the later
so I suppose you could make the
trilogy, and it's. I don't think it. I suppose he never quite gets over. If nothing else, Hayden Christensen's actually going to be able to fill that gap in a more cohesive manner.
I think he'll do a good job, because I think that's the stuff he's most good at.
Yes,
with the prequels. It's
my only worry is
elements.
the compelling nature of the story in that regard.
Things are flying.
Is going to be offset by idiot characters that have been added.
Woo.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, chick Inquisitor lady is annoying.
Quintessential women power character.
Well, you've played your hand. You'll never work in Hollywood.
Wow, I imagine my shame and discontent. You obliterated his face. Oh, dog meat's interested.
I forgot about the dog. Oh my goodness, that was literally just like...
Pick up his gun.
12 rounds in your mouth. Here, suck on this. That was crazy.
Eat this.
Hey, we got some armor that I'm going to put on and look like a freak. He was not... Okay, hang on. He wasn't wearing that a minute ago. Of course, the game can't be indecent, so if I take off his... Because look at this. Look. I can see my shirt. This is what he looked like a minute ago, and now he's wearing that. Well, is this even going to be of any more health? 9 versus 2. Well, that's something. Feast on his flesh. You'd think the dog would probably have to... You probably would have to acknowledge that if you're a... Ew. Are you going to pause, or are we going to... Okay, good.
Same thing.
Put it in the freezer. I forget what we were saying.
Eat some roach meat.
I don't want to do that. I will eat mac and cheese, though. You were saying something, but... Oh, yes, the Inquisitor chick who I'm afraid will ruin things.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm so... Much to my chagrin, I apparently will never work in Hollywood. Imagine my frustration.
Oh, dirty water. Hey, a stim pack. That's like actual medicine.
Can you imagine a doctor in Fallout, like in a nuclear Fallout situation?
Whoa. The dog's been injecting stuff. Oh, he's fine.
He was twerking.
So here's where all the good stuff is.
Some doctors drink some dirty water. You'll be fine.
Why do you not have your lockpicking high enough?
It's 50.
Yeah, well, this is 100 to get in there. That's probably where all the good stuff is. That's where all the clean water is.
You're acting like...
Oh, buff out's
You're
worn
acting
off.
like most people with only level 10 would already have lockpick at 100.
Well, you almost have speech at 100. You just clearly didn't prioritize. You could speak to the box. Open sesame.
Well, I've done all I can do.
I'm not doing well.
So,
yeah,
anyway...
I'm not interested.
Sorry to reveal my hand there, but she's an obnoxious character.
I feel like she's gonna... Because the problem is, she's one of those characters who is rash, but gets away with it.
Rash and gets away with it, and it's like comic booky rash. It's like, nobody's this
really
stupid.
Ridiculous risks that should never pay off and yet do somehow.
No one just like walks up and goes, "Hey, how about your family?" It's like, no.
Yeah, it was just, and especially, I mean, the argument could be made that it's Star Wars. This is where rash characters succeed all the time. Look at look at anything either Anakin or Obi-Wan do in the Clone Wars. It's like that's nothing but Obi-Wan. There's the point that I think is funny that you don't think about it until someone points it out. But in Episode 2, let's not forget that Obi-Wan's train of thought when confronted with an assassin droid was leap out of a window on like the 100th story or whatever. And just pretend like that's a good idea. And yet it was.
Jump out, see what happens.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, I guess, so this is sort of the world in which stupid decisions sometimes pay off.
I suppose. I think that
but she's
plays more to the fact that they were trying to communicate that Obi-Wan is not some, old, wise mentor kind of situation. It's very much like just two brothers like fighting crime.
Well, that's why when it comes to... the theory of why his and Anakin's relationship is far more tense in that is because he's still trying to fill a fatherly role, that he can't.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the third episode, it's more of the recognition that's like, no, they're more similar to brothers, and in that dynamic they get along much better.
Right.
I believe there's a guy in here.
I think,
but anyways, I just think she's gonna...
The tragedy is with Obi-Wan's story
I
that
picked up some shotgun shells. I
definitely has trauma of his own to
Well,
deal with,
duh.
certainly. And yet the way he processes it is far more in keeping with not only the Jedi Code, but also the
I got a lot of this ammo, even if it's not great.
What it reminds me of is
These have stuff.
when people are
No stuff.
boiled in life or kind of meaning when there's a pressure cooker situation and there's
Making a lot of culinary analogies.
and there's context
When you're making fondue,
in which you have to make a decision, the default
melt or get out of the pot.
the default of someone is definitely going to be revealed, and for Obi-Wan that was stick to convictions but get the job done, whereas with Anakin it was like ambition became his most intense desire. Ambition, but I think
related
also,
to the new thing, or are we just going to talk about the prequels now?
Well, no, I'm just suggesting that I think that arguably this series, this was my hope. So I'll talk about this new.
Is it perhaps a new hope?
Wow.
Is this a hope you've never had before?
This is my hope.
That would make it perhaps new.
Well,
this is long ways away.
Well, then let's not do this mission. Or let's fast travel and stop acting like dingbats.
Gain access to Vault 112. Well, this is not as far.
But
we're never going to succeed at this.
Yes, that's true.
We also only have 15 minutes. So let's just die a bunch against some super mutants.
So anyway, I think my hope would be that there would be an unpacking of that.
Well,
which is arguably what's going to happen. I'm a little bit thrown. Strange meat.
I'm too sickly to question the strange meat.
You could be eating.
It could be certainly very strange meat. That's wood.
What?
That's an old Jeff Peterson.
Jeff Peterson
from Craig Ferguson's show. It was a gag that they had.
Anyway, that would be my hope. Yeah. But I fear that with Disney, it's going to be over. Here's the thing. I don't understand.
That argument's already perfectly valid.
But
I fear that with Disney.
Well, yeah. With Disney, they tend to put random characters that it's not like anybody really... I can't imagine. If this is actually true of our culture, just shoot me now. that someone actually cares about that chick as some sort of main character. Because she's not interesting. Well, and annoying. If someone does, no.
I can't imagine it. Well, yeah.
So I just go, Disney has a tendency to put all these random characters in simply to, and I'm going to just say it, to fulfill some sort of political
it's a quota.
Like addendum that's like, okay, just no. Yeah. Just stop.
I'm not looking forward to it. And especially, see, this is a spoilery. We haven't really said anything spoilery up till now, but this is definitely spoiler for episode 2 of this. Problem with episodes in the show format is that the fact that the movies were also called episodes, so you have to clarify now. But it's the fact that I thought at first I was really impressed by the reveal of when Obi-Wan learns about Vader still being alive, because that is a thing that was in the previous example, which I think only existed in a comic that may or may not be canon. You're back. Was that he just it was really nonchalant, like he just heard it on a Empire broadcast or something. See, that looks poopy. That doesn't look like spit.
That looks poopy.
Get him. So it was really just like, he heard the name mentioned in an Empire broadcast and was like, he's alive, and that does feel not very anticlimactic. So the fact that they make it in much more of a sort of dramatic way here, but the thing that bothers me is why does this random chick know that Vader and Obi-Wan used to have even any connection at all?
Right.
Much less she apparently knows that Vader is Anakin, which like very few people are supposed to know in
and particularly
the
a
Empire.
peon that's not even an actual
Yeah, she's not even like
Inquisitor.
she's like I'm not. I think even the Grand Inquisitor only finds that out later. And then, another stupid element is that because she's so roguish and such a strong, independent character, she turns on the Inquisitor, and we know, obviously, that he's not dead, because he appears in Rebels, which happens after this, at least as far as the timeline.
It would not put it past Disney, though, to just be like, Rebels isn't canon anymore.
They made Rebels, so that would just be ludicrous on the highest order.
Yeah, but didn't they know that Rebels kind of sucked?
Well,
I could totally see them revising history, being like, "Yeah, no, we didn't do that."
That would be a new low, even for them. Which
I suppose
they're almost halfway to China by now. As a matter of fact, I think they've been in China for a while.
Wow!
I'm saying it here. Hey,
ding, ding, ding!
Hey.
Demonetized immediately.
Mulan 2020. That's my only argument. Just saying it.
2020. What do you want about?
Oh yeah, the newest Mulan is like a big. Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's very much pandering to the Chinese government. Not even the Chinese people. There's actually
wow.
There's a fascinating channel, and this chick, this Chinese.
This Chinese chick.
Yeah, she does. She has a YouTube channel where she does like. Film reviews, basically. But she's like, I think she's technically Chinese Canadian. I was going to say Chinese American, but I don't think she lives in America. But it's basically, she talks about she does reviews of various films, especially as they relate to sort of Chinese culture and stuff. So she did like the original Mulan. She did one of Kung Fu Panda, which is actually really interesting because that's actually a good movie. And she goes on the whole thing for the Mulan 2021 is she's just like, this is all garbage. Even Chinese people think this is stupid. This was all just done to appease the Chinese government. I could use your ammo, sir. Please don't shoot your friends. 32 caliber rounds, that's what I have. Please don't let me die. He does not look friendly. I'm gonna sick the dog on him. I get it. I'm gonna have to eat the strange meat. All of it, too.
And it only gave you like half health.
Well, I'll chase it with some scotch. Get the taste.
Yeah, that'll
the taste out of my mouth. That'll prove my aim. But yeah, you should check her out. Her name is something I can't recall because it is a complicated one. Maybe I'll link it, but I don't know. I think it's interesting. Just look up Mulan 2020 Angry Review. Because, yeah. So, as I'm saying it, Disney are shills.
Okay.
Oh,
if you're going to wear that battle armor, take your freaking fedora off. You look more
I still have it on?
It makes you look more than a little light in your loafers. Look at it.
I think I'm light all around. Where's my
like some sort of weird...
I'm not wearing loafers.
No. Okay, wow.
I need aid that I can't get. What if I just drank dirty seawater? I'll probably get some health.
Can you
HP?
do that?
I'm gonna irradiate myself to the. All the radiation. Slurp a slurp. Let me just get my life.
I didn't know you could do that.
Let me just get my life straw out and just.
Life straw.
Well,
this week's episode is funded by Life Straw.
I'm gonna have to get some rat away after this.
Life Straw is not suited for preventing. Does
not prevent radioactive contamination. Do not drink radioactive water.
Don't drink the water.
Poison. Oh, I can fix my stuff. Except I can't with that. But there you go. I could use less rads, please. I never realized before that that's an IV bag.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Why?
Because in the post-apocalypse, I'm walking around and I'm supposed to have an IV bag strapped to me right now.
Well, on your back?
That still sounds awful. The idea, it's like, a stim pack, it's like, you got to stab yourself in the leg, but then it's over. Whereas like an IV bag, that's like, I got to walk around with this thing just dangling out of my arm. Get into gunfights, it seems like a great way to just rip it loose. Anyways, we came all the way back here. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to face those guys. Except I think I'm a little bit better prepared. I got some shotgun ammo.
And a full thing of health.
Yeah, that ought to help me. Oop.
Did you already use your...
Where's my...
Way to announce your presence.
Well, I'm going to see if I can... The cow's trying to signal me. So nah, don't come near here. There's thugs. Will they... Can I talk to you guys? Thank you. Wow. Yes, I am. I need stuff, man. What were you saying?
I don't know. I can't remember. I just
Disney
think
being shills.
Yeah, no, just the concept that Disney
yes,
is nothing more than faffy. Hey, I'm just gonna to pitch the status quo and the common.
Yeah, that's basically it. Shotgun shells. Give me all of them.
It becomes.
Okay, well, so we do have.
I almost would have more respect for them if they were just propagating their own cultural zeitgeist.
Well, they are, but it's. I mean, what do you mean by their own? I mean, they're certainly propagating a cultural zeitgeist that they ascribe to.
Well, and that's true. At that point, can you blame? You can't necessarily blame them that Disney's become ideologues and that basically no one has an original thought in Disney. They haven't had an original thought, and case in point, they're recycling old thoughts.
Well, yeah.
Anybody that denies that point needs to look at their recent stuff.
Where's my shotgun? I had a shotgun. Combat shotgun. Only got 12 shots. But that might be all I... Get out of my life. Yeah, what are you waiting for? I got suckle on this.
So you're going to blow his head off, and then they're both going to be like, oh, no.
Oh, no. I said to complete. Wow, my aim. I don't want to shoot my dog. What is this? Dueling banjos?
Oh no,
he's gonna get me! He's gonna get me!
No!
I need aid! I don't have aid! Booze! That saved me! Oh, his head's almost crippled. Oh no! Oh, neither of those did anything! Dog meat! Save me! I think he crippled my leg! Dog meat! Save my life!
Oh dear!
Well, the dog's okay. Ah! Why are you getting at me? Go get him! But you dumb dog! Where are you?
You can sick him, can't you?
I thought, but normally he will attack anyone who attacks me. I don't know why he's not.
Is he low on health too?
I need to go drink
He's just
sewage.
a wuss.
No! Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna go find a sewer to suck. No!
There's
Who are you? Are you a mercenary?
It's a friend.
Well, help me. I'm going to go suckle the sea. Oh, no.
He says no.
Darn it. We had so much stuff.
Oh, that's a new metal band. Have you heard them, Suckle the Sea?
Oh, no. We have done nothing, but
I
knew we weren't.
Not Norwegian, mind you. It's,
What?
It's...
Oh, we should have saved. What was wrong with us? Well, now we know if we're going to just... Well, I guess we might as well just faff about, because we're not really going to accomplish anything, but we haven't even hardly accomplished talking about this. Oh, did I say something? Yeah.
We're going to do head of state.
Yeah. Sure.
And...
So, yeah. I'm concerned that she'll get in the way from just being one of those characters who is, like, so ridiculously overconfident that you'd be like, you would never have survived in the Star Wars universe.
Well, not only that...
I don't mean overconfident in the genuine sense, where it's like, yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan do rash, dumb things, but they also have a track record of success.
Well, that's the thing. I would also almost it would bother me less if other characters actually acted normal. Like, if she acted that way,
she
and
acts
that
all pompous, and then the Grand Inquisitor gets onto her, but doesn't actually do anything about it.
Right.
And then she betrays him.
If one of the Inquisitors just cut her arm or something like that, it would be like, yeah, that makes total sense.
Of all the Inquisitors, I mean, all the rest of them should have put her in line, but he alone should have been like, he should never have been in the situation that she could have turned on him the way she did. It's like, he should have been smarter than this too. And because that's in Rebels, at least, which I haven't watched all of, but he's supposed to be like, He's up there with one of the most threatening people in the galaxy. Oh. So it's just like, why? And she's just some, rando who decides to try to pull one over on him and apparently succeeds, or at least, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be comeuppance for that, but the fact that it happened at all is dumb. So, I'm curious. I'm skeptical. I think I will be happier if they focus on Obi-Wan and they bring Vader in and they let that be the prime dynamic. If they try to throw in too much other faff, it's gonna the proportion to which this show will succeed will be directly correlative to how much of it is focused on Obi-Wan and Vader.
Yes.
If the proportion to which it's focused on other people will be the proportion to which it sucks.
Right.
Is basically the conclusion. Agree. And I mean, no one's surprised by this analysis. Where are you going? Where are you going, Stanley?
I'm going around, am I not?
No, you want to go into the metro. I mean, again, not that we're actually going to complete this mission. The dog's drowning.
No, he's not. He's just swimming.
Well, he was paddling in one place. I don't think he could have kept that up forever. Yeah, because we're basically at the hour mark. We just wanted to talk about it. Did we talk about everything we said? There wasn't much to say, I suppose, but we've been waffling for an hour.
I honestly think it's got great potential,
yes. But
so does a lot of things that Disney gets its fingers in.
Not really. I don't agree. I think very little that Disney does has potential these days. There's a lot that Disney does that I'm like, no, I'm not going to see it. Not interested. And, I mean, you might just say, it's because you obviously hate Disney. It's like, yeah, you're right. But in addition to that, it's also like you can just tell from the way a trailer or even the promotional material around it, I'm just like, no, I can tell that the attitude is very much, you'll buy it because it's us.
Yeah.
And I'm
and that's the thing. At what point do you... at what point are you just living off of your name? And that's true of any brand.
They're certainly at that point. They've been at that point for a while.
Right.
Big fella, gonna open fire.
Where is he?
Up in the barricades.
I'm not seeing him, so...
Well, he'll see you if you keep dancing around. I see red
dots.
Of
the barricades.
What? You're supposed to... Well, who cares? We're not going to finish this mission, so I'm
supposed to go where?
Well, that over there where the metro is where you'd have the... which is how you get to the other place, but we don't have the time to finish this, and we're probably going to die several times.
Gonna run.
You could help. It would help if you looked where you're running.
Anywho. So, yeah, that's my thoughts.
Okay, well, they're still shooting. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I mean, obviously it's only 2 episodes, so not much has happened that's worth discussing.
Yeah.
But these are, the preliminary opinions is just, there's our friends, I just book it for the subway.
Where?
The subway. It looks like a subway. You know what a subway looks like. Not the restaurant, I assume. Book it for the subway. Hey, I got 3 guys on my tail. I could really use a sandwich. Hey, we're about that desperate for health right about now, so
Well, right now I'm actually okay on health.
Oh, yeah, because you drank dirty seawater.
I am, yep.
Not only was that a bad idea, even if it wasn't irradiated, it's still seawater. That's still not good for you. Well, we made it to the subway. We made it all of 100 feet.
How about we save?
Well, it'll auto-save once you go through that gate, but true. Sure.
Anyway.
I don't know.
So,
wanted to just
all
talk
that to
about
say,
it.
Ewan McGregor's still great. He remains great as far as his...
I imagine Hayden Christensen's going to be good, too. We obviously don't have any proof of that yet, but, I have hope for.
The way he opened his eyes was very compelling.
I'm not even sure. Was that really him in there? Because it was in the tank, and he had all sorts of stuff strapped to him.
Yeah, but why would they have done somebody different?
I'm saying it could have just been a CG thing. Because that would have been an enormous amount of makeup. Because it was a full body thing. That would have been a lot for, like, a 10-second panning shot.
Sure.
Maybe they did, but I don't know.
Anyway.
Who knows?
So, until next time.
We couldn't get through a single thing without saying something nasty about Disney.
Yep. Which is going to be true. So if you're new to the channel,